اهلا بيكم في حلقه جديده من شوتایم واللي هيكون فيها تصريحات من نجوم افلام بدات عرضها وكلمونا من على السجاده الحمراء للعروض الخاصه، وكمان هنتعرف على احدث اصدارات العالم في الافلام والمسلسلات. تعالوا نشوف حلقتنا فيها ايه. استغلال جديد لشخصيه الرجل الخفي في فيلم رعب. نيثان فيلين هيقول لنا عن شعوره بانضمامه للجزء الثاني من سوسايد سكواد. هنتعرف على مدى تأثير فيروس كورونا على الفعاليات الفنية. منصة نتفليكس الأمريكية كشفت عن الملامح الأولى للموسم الرابع الجديد من السلسلة الشهيرة سترينجر ثينجز من خلال حساباتها الرسمية بمختلف منصات السوشيال ميديا، واللي ضمت لقطات من كواليس التصوير الموسم الجديد. ألغت شركة ديزني حدث إطلاق منصتها الإلكترونية ديزني بلس في أوروبا والمملكة المتحدة، وده على خلفية إلغاء عدد من الوسائل الإعلام حضورها وسط مخاوف متزايدة من احتمال السفر دوليا، وده بسبب فيروس كورونا الجديد. كشفت النجمة ليدي جاجا عن ميعاد إطلاق ألبومها الغنائي الجديد المنتظر من قبل الملايين في مختلف أنحاء العالم في 10 إبريل المقبل. الألبوم بيحمل عنوان كروماتيكا. انتشار فيروس كورونا حرم محبي جيم كاري في الصين من لقائه في عرض فيلمه سونيك ذا هيدجهوج، وده بعد قرار إلغاء فكرة جولة الفيلم بسبب تفشي فيروس كورونا. أعلنت شركة ديزني العالمية تحويل أغاني الجزء الثاني من فيلم فروزن 2 للهجة المصرية بشكل كامل وبدون استثناء أي أغنية، وده على خلفية العديد من الاعتراضات والانتقادات السلبية اللي طالت أغاني الجزء الأول من الفيلم سنة 2013. فيلم أنيميشن جديد من إنتاج شركة سوني بعنوان كونكتد، قصته ممكن تكون مكررة عن عائلة بتنقذ الأرض من مخلوقات فضائية، لكن واضح من التريلر اللي طرحته الشركة المنتجة مؤخرا كجزء من الدعاية له إنه مختلف في طريقة الرسم والشخصيات عن اللي متعودين عليه في النوعية دي من الأفلام. الفيلم طبعا فيه كوميديا ومغامرات مناسبة للعائلة ومقرر عرضه في 18 سبتمبر اللي جاي، والأداء الصوتي فيه أوليفيا كولمان، ماي رودولف وداني ماكبرايد.
Greens at the table. Lynn, why are you kicking me? I don't understand.
I'm just gonna...
No, look, I'll watch it.
Dad, it's too late.
Look, I want to watch it.
Dad, this is exactly why I'm excited to leave tomorrow.
Katie.
I know you can fix this.
Why do you need all that to take me to the airport?
I canceled your plane ticket to college. We are going to drive you to school on a cross-country road trip as a family. Behold.
And now I present tricking Rick Mitchell into kissing the dog.
Dang it, Katie! Dang it, Katie!
Hey, Dad, can you check the trunk?
Yeah, sure. Dang it, Katie! Hey, kids, there's supposed to be some great hikes around here.
Just a sec, Dad.
We hear a pal about to drop our biggest invention yet.
Meet the helper bot. We promise you they will never, ever turn evil.
Mom, what is that?
Greetings, humans.
Technology rising up.
Sayonara.
Robots roaming the streets.
What is this strange creature? Dog, pig, loaf of bread.
The Mitchells have always been weird.
No time to wash your hands.
Don't worry, I never do.
That's what makes us great.
That's my girl!
And we just might be weird enough to save the world.
All right, hands in. Oh! No, he licked my tongue!
عالم غريب ومخلوقات من بعد تاني مضطر يواجهها مراهق اكتشف سر خطير عن والده. المراهق ده اسمه أرتمس فيل، وهو الشخصية الرئيسية في فيلم ديزني الجديد اللي بيحمل نفس الاسم، وبيعتمد بشكل طفيف على سلسلة روايات برضه بتحمل نفس العنوان. الفيلم بطولة كورين فارل، جودي دانش وفريدا شو، ومن إخراج كينيث برانا. المقرر عرضه في 29 مايو اللي جاي بعد سلسلة تأجيلات من قبل شركة ديزني.
We want to know everything about the man you work for.
The man? Oh no. This isn't about the father. This is about the son, Artemis Fowl.
You've grown strong, son. And smarter than I ever imagined.
Then take me with you.
You're all I have now, Artie. There's just one very important thing I have to do. Authorities launched a worldwide manhunt for the famous collector. He is suspected to have been behind some of the biggest robberies ever.
Dad.
Hello?
Your family has taken something of great value from us. Return it to me or I will destroy everything you love.
You weren't supposed to see this yet. Your father is in a complicated profession. For years, he has protected powerful secrets that have kept mankind safe from the dangers of another world. It's time to face your destiny. But we are not alone in this.
Mulch Diggum's just a talented giant dwarf.
And I'm Holly Short, your ally on the other side. It's real. All right. Save my father. Save the world.
Whole team ready, tell them we on deck.
Scared, Artemis?
I prefer scared to dead. An army is coming.
You think you can beat us?
We'll see.
Who do you think you are?
I'm the next criminal mastermind.
Now look around, this is what they call greatness.
I didn't read much on trolls. Anything I should look out for?
The teeth.
They eat people. Good to know.
من أيام قليلة تم توزيع جوائز سيزار السينمائية واللي بتعتبر المعادل الفرنسي لجوائز الأوسكار الأمريكية. دورة السنة دي شهدت جدل كبير بسبب انسحاب بعض الحضور اعتراضاً على تكريم المخرج رومان بولانسكي. في التقرير اللي جاي هنعرف تفاصيل أكتر عن اللي حصل.
في نفس التوقيت من كل سنة بيتجمع أهم صناع السينما الفرنسيين في حفل توزيع جوائز سيزار، الجائزة المعادلة للأوسكار في فرنسا. دورة السنة دي كانت مختلفة عن أي دورة فاتت لأنها خرجت عن الطابع الفني وأثارت جدل كبير من قبل انعقادها، وده بسبب تصدر فيلم An Officer and a Spy للعدد الأكبر من الترشيحات بعدد 12 ترشيح في أهم الفئات.
Le César de la meilleure réalisation est attribué à
Roman Polanski pour J'accuse.
المشكلة سببها مخرج الفيلم رومان بولانسكي، واللي سبق إدانته بقضية اغتصاب طفلة عام 1978 من محكمة كاليفورنيا أثناء فترة إقامته في الولايات المتحدة. ده بالإضافة لعدد من الاتهامات من نفس النوع لضحايا مختلفين، وده قبل هروبه من الأحكام ضده واستقراره في أوروبا وعمله هناك لسنين طويلة. لكن الوضع اتغير بعد حملة ميتو ضد التحرش الجنسي في هوليوود، واللي امتد أثرها لكل بلدان أوروبا. بداية المشكلة لما صرحت النجمة الفرنسية أديلا نيل المرشحة لأفضل ممثلة عن استيائها لوجود اسم بولانسكي ضمن الترشيحات رغم التحدي الأخلاقي اللي بتسببه جرائمه السابقة. الجدل انتقل للنشطاء السياسيين على مواقع التواصل، واللي رفضوا تواجد المخرج بكل الصور وهددوا بالخروج في مظاهرات ضد الحدث، وده اللي دفع المخرج وباقي كاست الفيلم لإعلان نيتهم بعدم الحضور تجنباً للمشاكل. لكن حدوث المشاكل كان مسألة حتمية، خاصة بعد فوز الفيلم ب3 جوائز عن أفضل سيناريو مقتبس وأفضل أزياء، والمفاجأة أفضل مخرج لبولانسكي اللي أعلان اسمه قوبل بتحية باهتة واستهجان من البعض، وخروج بعض الفنانين من قاعة الحفل احتجاجاً على تتويجه، وتظاهر العشرات في العاصمة الفرنسية لنفس السبب ليلة الحفل. رومان بولانسكي بيعتبر واحد من أهم مخرجين السينما المعاصرين، وفي رصيده أفلام لا يمكن تخيل تاريخ السينما بدونها زي ذا بيانيست وشاينا تاون وروزميري's بيبي. أما فيلمه الأحدث أوفيسر أند سباي فهو من نوع الدراما التاريخية ومبني على قصة حقيقية من القرن ال19. بطلها ألفريد دريفوس، لواء يهودي في الجيش الفرنسي تم اتهامه بالتجسس لصالح ألمانيا وإدانته بتهمة الخيانة. لكن بعد فترة بيكتشف الضابط جورج بيكارت تلفيق الأدلة ضد دريفوس، وبيحاول فعل المستحيل بغرض فض الظلم عن شخص بريء. محتوى الفيلم نفسه أدى لتعاطف كتير من الصحفيين والنقاد وصناع السينما مع مخرجه، باعتبار إن رسالته بتهدف للتسامح وعدم التسرع في الحكم على البشر وإعلاء مبدأ الفرص التانية، وده اللي خلى الفيلم يفوز بجائزة لجنة التحكيم الكبرى في سبتمبر الماضي من مهرجان فينيسيا الدولي. لكن الغالبية شايفين مخرج الفيلم استنفذ كل فرصة بالفعل، وإدانته ونبذه من الفعاليات السينمائية الكبرى هو الوسيلة العادلة لتكفيره عن جرائمه، وده بغض النظر عن جودة أفلامه ونبل رسالتها، لكن بيفضل في النهاية الحكم للمتفرج.
بدأ عرض فيلم الجريمة سبنسر كونفيدنشال عبر منصة نتفليكس اللي بتدور أحداثه عن ضابط شرطة سابق بينتقم لمقتل 2 ضباط شرطة تانيين. اللي بيساعده هو شريكه في السكن. الفيلم الكوميدي وأكشن من بطولة مايل كويربيرك، واللي بيشارك كمان في الإنتاج وألان أركن وويلسون ديوك.
What do you say, Spence?
Not much.
How's it feel getting out?
We have a little going away message for you.
For me?
Give him hell, Spencer.
Gotcha.
You know what? I would have to say the highlight was just riffing with Alan Arkin. And, you know, he'd look at me every once in a while and be like, holy, where did that come from? But improvising with him and playing within that world, you know, it's always within the context of the material and the scene, but loved working with him. And Winston, too, was, you know, it was a fun group of people.
We were having these very long shoot days, and it was so chaotic, and he came in one morning, and somebody said, Alan, how are you, sir? And he just said, worse. And I just think that's such a great, just to let you know how we're feeling. It was great.
You made it. Try and stay on this side for a while. Let's go see your girlfriend.
5 years ago, you got yourself sent to prison. What was I supposed to do? Wait?
I'm sorry.
I love you! How do you like that?
Funniest moment was, well, every day working with Alan was just great. He's a comic genius and just kind of a pillar of Hollywood history. So he had a couple monologues. I don't know if they made it into the film, and he improvs a lot. So anything he does is like gets everyone with that deep guttural laugh.
You know, it was really cold when we were shooting. I mean, the temperatures were down. And I knew that in between takes, we would hop into, they'd have a car there for us to hop in. And I just think I loved hearing him just complain about the cold, to be honest with you. And just wanted to be back in Santa Monica. And I think I had more fun listening to him in the car complain about the weather than I did than other things. So, you know, he's just incredible.
Let's go!
Yo!
Henry!
What?
You said I'd have my own room.
Look, this is Spencer. Spencer, this is Hawk. 20 degrees weather shooting outside with no overcoat on? Yeah, I wanted to be in Santa Monica.
People were saying their favorite
I wanted to be in
were...
Santa Monica even without shooting. I didn't care whether we were shooting or not. I just wanted to be away. 20 degrees, no overcoat. I'm an old man.
It's bittersweet because I've always been a big fan, but I think when I was nominated for The Departed, he was the one who actually won the Oscar that year. So I think both Eddie Murphy and I still got a little beef with Alan over that. But no, it's great because it's, you know, when we're in the moment, we're in the moment, and if not, it's just like we're just kind of laughing and talking about whatever, and he doesn't take it or himself too seriously. But when it's time to roll, it's time to roll.
You're about to walk barefoot to the gates of hell.
That's how you throw a punch! Holy shit!
فيلم رعب جديد بيستغل شخصية الراجل الخفي اللي أصلها جاي من رواية اتكتبت سنة 1897 للمؤلف جي ويلز. ومن ساعة ظهور الأفلام السينمائية لغاية فيلم النهاردة اللي بيحمل نفس عنوان الرواية The Invisible Man، والشخصية دي بتستغل في أفلام الرعب بأكتر من شكل، ولغاية النهاردة بالفيلم اللي بطلته إليزابيث موث. وفيلم 2020 هو إعادة إنتاج لأول فيلم اتعمل عن الشخصية سنة 1933.
He's sitting in that chair.
I do know, as Jason knows well, that very difficult to come up with a unique story to tell in today's movie landscape. It feels like, it's not true, but it feels like every story that can be told has been told. Oftentimes as a screenwriter, I'll come up with an idea and I'll spend about a day excited, and then somebody will say to me like, oh, it's just like that movie with Ethan Hawke, Gattaca. And I'll be like, ah, so close. And like, it kills me. And so as soon as I thought I had an interesting take for this that maybe I hadn't exactly seen before, I knew that was a reason to do it, because it's rare that you come across something original.
I know, it's the most unglamorous thing in the world. Yeah, there was a lot of physical stuff, a lot of running around in the rain, a lot of just running in general, big fight sequences, going over walls. I had to warm up before scenes, which I don't usually have to do. I had to exercise. It's disgusting.
Adrian's dead. Listen, you're getting your freedom back, okay?
He said that wherever I went, he would find me, walk right up to me, and I wouldn't be able to see him. Adrian is dead. He's not dead.
See, the thing is, I know what's going to happen, but it was still really tense. Like, I saw the final cut last week in LA at this press screening, and it was kind of embarrassing because like, Universal had told the press people that I was going to be there, and I was in this and I went on my own like an idiot, and so sat at the back of the cinema to watch it, and it was pretty intense. It was pretty intense, and also made worse because then every 30 seconds someone would turn around and sort of smile or wink at me. Be like that, yeah. But it was such a great movie.
Well, this is our 7th movie together.
It's like a marriage.
It's like a
I'm
marriage.
getting the 7-year itch, actually.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I know you are, buddy. I know. Believe me, I know. So yes, and I really wanted to try any of the monsters in the monster movie, and I kept saying to Lee, how about Dracula? How about Frankenstein? And the Invisible Man, he said, no, that could work, and he came back with this super awesome original idea around it. And that the best ideas are ideas that, like you just described, that you can't believe they haven't already been done. That's when you know you've really landed on a great idea. And that's what Lee did.
Are you okay? Only because everything looks so ridiculous in real life. So the fear comes from, is this gonna work? Is this gonna be scary? Is anyone gonna think this is scary at all? All I'm looking at is something that looks absolutely ridiculous to me. It's a giant man in a green suit. And you're trying to pretend like that's scary. So that's the actual challenge of it, is you have to use your imagination. I have so much sympathy for actors now, or empathy, I should say, for actors doing those, sort of big Star Wars movies and stuff where they have to imagine things that they have to imagine. It's really difficult.
No, I wish it was. You always kind of imagine that it's gonna be, and then you spend your time just pissing yourself laughing while you're shooting, and then you watch it and are terrified. So it's kind of great as an actor, because I did a show last year for Netflix that was a horror show, and it felt like we were making this drama about grief and addiction, and actually then you watch it and you're absolutely terrified, so it's great. Surprise.
Let me help you.
You can't help me.
True History of the Kelly Gang فيلم بيركز على شخصية المجرم وعصابته. شخصية المجرم دي بنلاقيها موجودة في كل دول العالم، وبيتحولوا لنجوم لمجرد صراعهم المستمر مع الشرطة. التاريخ دايما بيكتب روايتين للشخصيات دول، واحدة كمجرم والتانية كبطل شعبي. الفيلم ده عن شخصية من النوع ده لكن في أستراليا سنة 1870.
You're a man now. You go out there and show the world.
I have myself an indentured servant. Ned Kelly is his name. Shoot him.
I mean, he was always a bit of a kind of caricature when you were sort of growing up. But I'd read this book, Peter's book, and it was a completely different perspective on him. And I guess he was sort of challenging in that the mythology of Ned and why we as Australians seem to, you know, sort of find answers in Ned Kelly about kind of who we are and what we are, and that I found really exciting. You know, that it was a very different sort of take on his history.
This is a rework into the symbol that is Ned. There is the symbol, and the point of this is an interpretation of the man that he could have been. And so it kind of in a way he felt quite separate. I think there's always a little bit of like, you're aware of the weight that he carries in Australia, but actually it felt, the beauty of it is it felt like our own creation, but was just kind of, it's almost easier to have more ideas when you've been narrowed in the first instance. And so once we kind of had the context of this character, his name, his place, his environment, his story, he could be anything within that. So it was a joy to go at.
Who's to teach you? To kill men? Nothing comes free in this world, son. Be who you are meant to be.
He just did an amazing audition here in London, and then I sort of found out he was half Australian, and I thought that was really interesting. And he was, there's just something so good about George. You know, he came in and there's something so beautiful and good. He's just a good person, and the idea of taking a really good person and sort of transforming them into this kind of ironclad monitor at the end, this sort of monster, I thought was, you know, really interesting. So, you know, he was just, I was just really interested in working with an actor that I knew would do everything possible to sort of be this character. So George came out and spent, you know, about a year in Australia before we kind of started, and got his body into this extraordinary kind of shape, and that was really exciting, being with someone that was just so focused.
Well, we had a gym routine. We had a diet plan. A lovely fella called David Kingsbury helped us all get into shape, because as much as like there's the aesthetic thing, Justin said that, you know, a physical transformation roots you in the character, undeniably so. You never quite leave it in a way. And also it helps, I'm sitting here in my body now, but to be in someone's body, even without the costume, to feel as strong as you've ever felt, to know as well, there's this kind of whole dance with dominance as well in all the characters, and to sit across from another man and go, yeah, I could beat you in a fight. I don't feel that most of the time, but that's something that you carry, and that's a truth that you just know in yourself, whether you're playing the character or not.
And also that hunger, like to be in such a brutal landscape and there is nothing to eat except possum stew again. And like, it's like to be that kind of hungry and physically strong and able enough to do your own ploughing and move rocks and endure that kind of brutality. It's really important.
Yeah.
You're not the man you pretend to be. You're a boy looking for a captain to tell him what to do.
You're a son of Steve.
We're rebels, warriors, and you all wear dresses.
It was a bit weird on the first day when she kind of had to give Felicia to Charlie Hunnam. That was a bit weird. That was a bit strange. But no, I don't know. It very quickly, you go into sort of a working relationship, and you kind of, you know, the fact that we were sort of husband and wife just sort of dropped away quite quickly on set. And maybe because I just, you know, I so saw her as Ellen, and so, you know, knew how to kind of, I guess, imagine her as Ellen and sort of push and prod Essie towards that sort of character. But no, it was pretty thrilling. It's amazing working with someone that you love, you know, that you get to creatively work with them like that. It's pretty special.
Nor outrun his destiny.
You're a man now. You're my little man.
مسلسل قصير بعنوان I know this much is true مكون من 7 حلقات، وبطله نجم الهوليوود مارك رافالو اللي بيقدم شخصيتين في المسلسل لأخين توأم، فيهم واحد مصاب بالرهاب والفصام والتاني بيحاول يساعده. المسلسل هيتعرض خلال السنة دي على شبكة HBO، وهو مستوحى من رواية بنفس العنوان صدرت سنة 1998.
Are you uncomfortable about remembering the past?
Thank you for being a good brother to me.
Your brother's seriously mentally ill.
Why do you insist on turning this around on me?
Because you're his twin, aren't you?
Open up to me. I need you to stand up for me for once.
الرواية بعنوان The Call of the Wild صدرت سنة 1903 وأحداثها بتدور وقت شغف البحث عن الذهب في كندا قبل تاريخ إصدارها بسنوات. الرواية دي بطلها كلب من اللي كانوا بيعتبروا مهمين جدا في الوقت ده لأنهم كانوا بيجروا بالزحافات الخاصة بالمنقبين عن الذهب اللي بتعتبر وسيلة لانتقالهم في التلج. بعد أكتر من قرن الرواية دي بتتحول لفيلم بنفس العنوان من بطولة هاريسون فورد.
The Yukon is a dangerous place. You never know what's coming. I came up here because I didn't want to be around anyone. And then I met Buck.
I think it's got a lot of things to say. Some of them small, you know, little things. The film certainly celebrates the majesty of nature. The solace one can find in nature. It is from whence comes the call of the wild. That's nature and destiny. Really just being in the presence of nature. I just came back from a 12-day raft trip on the Colorado River. Detached from modern civilization, just you, the water, the rocks, your companions, all day long for 12 days and through the night. And it's quiet. And that quiet gets in your noisy head, and the monkeys, the brain monkeys, kind of settle down, leave you alone for a little while. And you find yourself in nature.
Welcome to the last place on the earth. I should let him have a minute. Doesn't look like he's ever seen snow before. How do you feel about an adventure beyond all maps? We could go, you and I.
Unqualified affection. You know, they forgive us. And there's also the tactile communication, the intimacy of the relationship without real, you know, in human relationships there are a lot of things that you know, that interfere. With dogs there's very little to interfere. You know, they see you at your worst, they see you at your best. Doesn't make any difference to them. Because they know who the essential you is.
Adventure of a lifetime.
فيلم ذا سوسايد سكواد بيجمع عدد كبير من النجوم في مكان واحد. السلسلة دي بتعتبر الأنجح جماهيريا من أفلام عالم دي سي السينمائي، واللي بيضم الجزء الثاني أسماء زي مارجو روبي، تايكا وتيتي، إدريس ألبا وجون سينا، وأحدث المنضمين ناثان فيليون، اللي لغاية دلوقتي ما كشفش عن طبيعة دوره في الجزء الثاني زي أسماء كتير انضموا للبطولة، بس لسه الغموض بيسيطر على طبيعة شخصياتهم وقصة الفيلم.
You're going somewhere very bad to do something that'll get you killed.
Let's go save the world.
James Gunn, one of the people in my life that when he calls, I just pick up the phone and say, yes, do whatever you're about to say. It's yes. The answer is yes. James Gunn is an amazing storyteller. That guy understands story and he loves to tell story. So when he wants to do something, you know it's going to be fun. You know it's going to be satisfying. He can take, Guardians of the Galaxy. I collected comics as a kid. Love them, still do. That was a comic that couldn't keep my interest. It had grandiose space, it had all these things, and I still couldn't get into it. When he told me he got that movie, I said, "Oh, good luck with that." He says, "Don't worry, I know just what to do with it," and he clearly did. So here he is with Suicide Squad 2. He asked me to come down. What can I say about it? It's so secret. I get stressed when people talk about it. Here's what I can tell you though. Huge scope. I've never done anything so big. Met a lot of really crazy, amazing, cool people. Made some new friends. One of which, Pete Davidson, is now, he's come to the Rookie to play my brother. The miscreant ne'er-do-well brother who's always in trouble versus the brother who's the cop. Now they finally meet. They understand that now he didn't know he had a brother.
Happy Divorce Day. So, what do you want to do next?
When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Every other floor now! Get down! Whoa! Get back down now! You want to die?
No. Life moves faster than that. People have to adapt and evolve along with it, and if you don't, you get left behind. And there's just no. You got to keep moving. And this is a story of a guy who hits the redo and follows a calling he had, drops everything, and follows a calling.
You were really brave.
We got some new blood this morning, and some who were born before disco died. Officer Bishop, you get to ride with a 40-year-old rookie.
Sergeant Gray does not appear to be a fan of my presence in this department.
Because you're old as hell?
I have had people approach me and say either that they know someone or that I've had police approach me and say, there's a guy in my class who is 43 and he decided is his calling, but he didn't know it wasn't a midlife crisis until he saw the show and said, no, it's actually just, I'm coming to it late, that's all. So it's been amazing to hear that people can see this show and say, oh, it can be done, and go out and actually change their life.
You're about to hit the street with a loaded handgun and no idea what happens next.
The unicorn! He's laughing at me!
I can handle unicorns, all right? This is what we train for.
Go get him, boo!
Do you think this is a joke?
No, ma'am. I'm here to work and I won't let you down.
I don't like you, Officer Nolan. I hate what you represent. A walking midlife crisis.
I absolutely love my job. My worst day is a great day. To be able to go out and do a project, meet actors who are fun, who enjoy their job, who are good at their job, who are wells of talent within them, and you just understand, my God, these people are bubbling with talent. They're just brimming with it. Would you come and do an episode of the show? Yes, I would. Really? Okay, now you're just making those connections and bringing and tying those things in. That's what I imagined this industry to be like. Meeting people that I think are great and working with them. And that's what's happening.
The High Note فيلم غنائي بطولة داكوتا جونسون وتريسي أليس روس وآيس كيوب، واللي بتدور أحداثه في عالم الموسيقى، ومقرر عرضه في 8 مايو اللي جاي. بنرجع من خلاله للثنائي الشخصية المشهورة والمساعدة بتاعتها، وظهر في فيلم The Devil Wears Prada كمثال. في الفيلم The High Note المساعدة بتفتح مجال لنفسها والمغنية المشهورة اللي بتشتغل معاه. تريلر الفيلم بيبوح بكتير من تفاصيله، خلينا نشوف ونتعرف أكتر عن العلاقة بين الثنائي.
Detroit. I can't hear you, Maggie. Detroit. I can't hear you, Detroit! I grew up around music. It's my whole world.
Got one more song for y'all tonight.
If you told 12-year-old me that one day I'd be working for Grace Davis, she's an icon. This woman doesn't even know your last name. She does, sometimes. Stop. I'm not gonna tell you guys you're great if you're not great. Do it again.
Damn, the girls still give me goosebumps.
Well, Grace, have you thought any more about the Vegas residency?
Actually, I think it's time I record a new album.
I mean, that's one plan.
What am I supposed to say to her? I'm just a personal assistant, but I'd love to produce your music.
Whoa. Do not sell yourself short. You studied composing, Maggie.
There hasn't been a new Grace Davis record in a decade, and the fans want one.
I'm her manager. Let me do my job, and you do yours, which is get her coffee, Kleenex, Kotex, and whatever else the hell we've been paying you to do for the last 6 months.
I've been here for 3 years.
You get paid? I thought you were an intern.
My life is a joke! Ugh!
It's really bleak out there for middle-aged singers. In the history of music, only 5 women over 40 have ever had a #1 hit, and only one of them was black. I've been feeling... I know everyone is happy with me doing the same show every night. What if there's something more?
Grace, you are the song. You should not be buried under all this flashy garbage. I didn't want to tell you or Jack, but I did a cut of your song.
Hey, I can hear y'all. Y'all know it's a damn microphone in there, right? All we got to do is play it safe and stack some money.
I will decide what I do next.
Is the food coming, sir?
We've been over this. We are not a drive-through.
Well, it should be. It could be.
Oh my God, is that Grace Davis?
No.
فيروس كورونا تسبب في رعب للعالم كله بسبب ظهور حالات مصابة بيه في مختلف دول العالم، ومع عدم وجود علاج ليه والتطور الدائم له ووجود حالات وفيات بسببه. إجراءات وقائية أخذتها الحكومات في مختلف أنحاء العالم. الإجراءات دي بتأثر كمان على الفعاليات الفنية اللي معظمها بيتلغي أو في طريقها للإلغاء بسبب الفيروس.
مع الأسابيع الأخيرة اتحول فيروس كورونا من مشكلة صحية بتواجه عدد محدود من البلدات في الصين لشبح بيهدد العالم كله وعلى كافة الأصعدة، وده بعد رفع حالة الطوارئ في عدد كبير من الدول الآسيوية والأوروبية اللي دخلها الفيروس. تحذيرات منظمة الصحة العالمية من خطورة أماكن الكثافة والتجمعات أدت ببعض الحكومات والشركات الخاصة لإلغاء وتأجيل كتير من الفعاليات، وكانت على رأسها الأنشطة الترفيهية.
جيمس بوند License to Kill.
البداية من أسبوعين لما قرر صناع فيلم جيمس بوند الأحدث No Time to Die إلغاء العرض الخاص اللي كان مقرر إقامته في الصين، وبخروج الخطر من حيز الصين تم تصعيد الموقف من الجهة الإنتاجية للفيلم، وصدر القرار بتأجيل العرض دولياً بصفة شاملة من شهر أبريل لشهر نوفمبر. ولنفس المخاوف أجلت الشركة المنتجة للجزء الأحدث لفيلم ميشن امبوسيبل تصوير المشاهد المتبقية منه واللي كانت بتدور في إيطاليا، وده بالتزامن مع إلغاء كل عروض المسارح والأوبرا في إيطاليا حتى يوم 8 مارس، وأبرزها عرض لاسكالا الشهير، وده بالإضافة لإلغاء كرنفال فينيسيا السنوي.
Every family must contribute one man to fight.
النسخة الحية من فيلم مولان واللي بتعتبر أكبر إنتاج لشركة ديزني من النوعية دي في 2020 تم تأجيل ميعاد عرضه لأجل غير مسمى. معرض الفن في دبي تم إلغاؤه بعد ما كان مقرر إقامته في الفترة بين 25 و 28 مارس، وكذلك مهرجان البحر الأحمر للسينما في جدة السعودية وحفلات شتاء الرياض. أكبر دور النشر العالمية أعلنت انسحابها من معرض لندن للكتاب المقرر إقامته في 10 مارس رغم تصريح مديره بأن المعرض هيقام في ميعاده. وفي اليونان تم تأجيل مهرجان سالونيك الدولي للأفلام الوثائقية. وفي الولايات المتحدة دارت شكوك حول إقامة مهرجان أوستن الفني SXSW بعد انسحاب أكبر الرعاة منه وجمع مئات التوقيعات من فنانين بيطالبوا بتأجيل الحدث. وفي فرنسا ظهرت مخاوف من إلغاء مهرجان كان السينمائي اللي بيقام سنوياً في شهر مايو، وخاصة بعد إيقاف معرض الفن بباريس وإغلاق متحف اللوفر لمدة 3 أيام بأغراض احترازية. كلها مؤشرات مش مطمئنة وهتؤدي لخسائر حتمية في الاقتصاد الترفيهي، لكن بيفضل السؤال: لإمتى هيستمر مسلسل الإلغاءات والتأجيلات وإلى أي مدى هتكون الخسائر؟
وبكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية حلقتنا النهاردة. مستنيينكم في حلقة جديدة مليانة بالأخبار والتقارير الفنية. شكرا لمتابعتكم، وما تنسوش تتابعونا على فيسبوك وتويتر وإنستجرام.